Hey all, this is Anton.
And this is the Helldragon.
And for your Friday update this week, we've got something a bit special for you. Me and Helldragon are going to do a commentary on the Sonic fan film that was just released. You know, the one by Eddie Lebron who did the regrettable Mega Man fan film.
I'm not really looking forward to it, depending on the way you just took that deep, meaningful sigh there.
Yeah, well, on the plus side, whereas the Mega Man fan film was an hour and a half, this one is roughly about 18 minutes, so we'll only be in pain for that amount of time.
Yeah, well, it's still gonna feel like fucking torture anyway, I bet. I know you. I know the shit you want to get me to watch half the time. Oh, boy.
Okay, so if you all want to know how to sync up this commentary with the film, we've placed it in the video description, so open that up, put it on the 0 seconds, and what we're going to do is we're going to go 3, 2, 1, now. And when we say now, you need to press play on the movie itself. So, here we go. You ready? 3, 2, 1, now. It begins.
It starts.
Oh god. Now, you didn't see the Mega Man fan film, did you?
No I didn't, but if it's anything like this masterpiece that is before us today, this evening, then I'm probably gonna make sure to stay away from it from a bit longer, about 50 years seems about good, yeah.
Now, we're going to criticise the shit out of this, but I have to say, I quite like this opening animation of the ring, and you'll see the Chaos Emeralds in a second.
And I'm just gonna get this out of the way. I wasn't expecting a fucking masterpiece. It is a fan film in all regards, but even then, there's still a lot that kind of went wrong. I can see why people don't like it. Pew, 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 pew. Sorry, I just had to do that.
But everything changed when the Chaos Emeralds attacked.
How come the ring looks so good, but the emeralds don't? I mean, would it be hard to do, like, multifaceted gems in, like, whatever CGI program you're using?
They probably spent all the money on the ring itself.
Yeah, looks like it.
Kind of recall back to Sonic 3D Blast, actually, with coming out of rings and whatnot.
Sonic the what? What is it? Sonic the Mystery.
And the prequel, Hedgehog.
Yeah, you know, I'd say something about how Planet Mobius looks a lot like Earth, but apparently in the comics...
Looks a bit like New Zealand later in the film, and I couldn't stop thinking of The Hobbit the first time I watched it. Oh my god, it's the egg carrier!
I think. I can't really tell. The CGI isn't that good.
Well, at least this one has textures, unlike in the original Sonic Adventure.
Now, I gotta say this, I actually really kind of like the lighting on the robots here. It actually looks kind of good.
Yeah, the gammas physically look great, but if you'll notice, the environments are not reacting at all to the CGI models.
It's almost as if they kind of just dropped it in front of a green screen or something. Pfft, I wouldn't know. Watch out for them fucking trees, man. They're gonna come get ya.
Is that the real plot of this movie? Annihilate all trees?
Take that, hill!
Hey look, it's the egg flea! I was wondering where this was, since it wasn't in Generations. Birdemic 2, Eggman Strikes Back.
This is the best part. The fact that they kind of just put this somewhat half-assed in modern times, and he's coming in and he's fucking invading. And now the Breno Floss is in it for some fucking reason. There's so much goddamn... I mean, I understand it's like a fan film on the internet, but there's so many, like, internet cameos for no real fucking reason. I just don't really get the point. That money could have been used towards making this film better, because God knows it fucking needs it.
Well, that's implying that they got paid. They maybe just, like, contributed some FaceTime, you know, just to promote themselves, and it feels very cynical, and it comes off as pandering, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, if they weren't paid for it, okay, I'll be fine in that regard, but other than that... It's G. Gordon Godfrey, and he's mad. Green screens are attacking in every nation around the world. There's one behind me right now. Oh, why is the fucking nerd here? Really?
That's a weird background to be broadcasting the news from.
It kind of looks like his home office.
I don't mind the guy playing Robotnik in this, but I don't think he's anywhere near as good as Wily from the Mega Man fan film. I know, completely different personalities, but Wily just had more presence and he was just more entertaining to watch.
Yeah, I heard that Wily was pretty good. And the fucking outfit Robotnik is wearing in this movie, it looks more like, the one from the Sega Genesis games. And you actually brought up to me that he should have been wearing the one from Sonic Adventure, like the button-up shit, make that more modern. And I agree, that would have been looked a lot better than when we see this guy's fucking goofy-ass sports jacket later on.
He looks like he's wearing a romper suit, he really does.
Man, that thing better fucking transform or I am gone. I think Beast Wars was more animated than this, and more, visually interesting. Is he wearing a fucking cape? Really? No. Don't do this to me, Internet. We have been together so well.
You had to ruin live action. Did you have to ruin Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sat AM, Sonic Underground? Now Underground is double ruined.
It's double buried, thank God. I just don't get the fucking scope of this movie. The fact that they target it as, and you'll see later on, for a very short movie, it's really pointlessly serious, and the tone's really mismatched between... They fucking Michael Bayified it, in a sense, where it's more focused around the human stuff, and it's serious and crap, and here's the nostalgia critic. I guess, when the invasion comes, kill him first.
See, this is what I'm talking about. It just seems like very cynical. That could have been anyone, but they clearly wanted to have someone that people would recognize.
Yeah, and it's kind of a cheap tactic. And again, they're making it so serious when it's a fucking Sonic the Hedgehog. This is the kind of shit the critic bitches about, now that I think about it.
Hi, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I get executed in a Sonic fan film, so you don't have to.
Well, thank you for dying for my sins. I really appreciate that. Now see, if the critic had a gun that jumped on other robots, he wouldn't be having this problem.
Did you see that? The animation when he entered the frame was so awkward.
Oh god, here it is.
No!
No! Deathclaw, no! Somebody's gonna take that shot, and they're gonna put it right next to a Nostalgia Critic clip. I fucking bet you money it's gonna happen.
Dude, you're late on this one. The reaction images are all over 4chan and Twitter.
Well, thank you. You owe me money now.
Get ready to hear that a lot. The blue blur. Oh, the blue blur this. The blue blur that. It's just so silly.
Is that fucking Stuttering Craig? Really? I just...
Again, it's a cynical attempt at, I recognise that guy, therefore I must be enjoying this, question mark?
I'm going to spell out that question mark. I am doubly unsure about this.
It reminds me of that guy with the glasses, crossovers and cameos. It just did nothing for me, I'm sorry.
And even then, those... It was kinda trying to be comedic. Here they just play it way too straight, which, again, it's fucking Sonic the Hedgehog. You don't need that.
Yeah, it's just... For a guy who claims to be a massive fan of, the Sonic franchise, he doesn't seem to get what Sonic's about. You gotta keep it at least light. You don't have to, do complete comedic and silly, like Colours. But it's a cartoon hedgehog at the end of the day. All this furry romance and, humans and stuff is completely toxic to the idea of Sonic. And I'm sorry, I may sound like a snob, but that is just how I feel about this franchise.
I don't necessarily think the human part is bad, but, make them funny, make them comedic and shit. Don't turn it into fucking... If you were a real Sonic fan, and I know you'd be thinking this too, you wouldn't have treated the film like fucking 06. This is what it's doing. It's playing at being 06, except, there's classical characters from Genesis. It must be okay. Get him out of here. Prevent him from going back in time to stopping Skynet.
I think it would be petty to criticise the lack of a really cartoony-looking moustache, so I will say, costume aside, this Eggman or Robotnik is pretty good.
Well, I mean, again, except for the fucking racing stripes jacket. You know, do the button up, that would have been better.
Man, changing a pipe in South Island is some serious shit.
Yeah, well, ever since Robotnik attack, you know, they take their plumbing very seriously.
Oh wait, that's not a pipe, it's meant to be a bazooka.
Somehow, it's like a fucking tube. I don't even see a trigger on that fucking thing.
So plasticky, and if you look at their hats, they're made of fabric.
Those aren't buzz bombers, by the way. Just gonna point that out for you non-Sonic fans out there.
I don't really get why he's just using Gammas. Eggman's got a ton of robots that you can use.
That hair, that fur on Sonic, it's just so plasticky. Ugh, I don't even get that.
What I don't get is, wouldn't it take more effort to individually render each one of his spines instead of just going with, like, you know, like the smooth look of the games?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, again, you know, it's pointlessly realistic. It doesn't need to be. It's fucking Sonic the Hedgehog. At least he did the smart thing and put a fucking gat in each of his buzz bombers.
Oh man, when he passes in front of the sun, that's a really bad green screen.
It just kind of jumps in front of the tree right when it passes it before it's supposed to.
Yeah, FTA was showing me the OST for the movie just before we watched this, and I've got to say, if you had told me that this was like an unused track from like The Dark Knight or Transformers, I would have believed you, because it sounds so tonally different to what I would expect from a Sonic movie.
See, I'm not even sure why they play up the whole fact that he's a freakish-looking cartoon hedgehog when the guy is making fucking robot bees. I think we could throw logic out the window at this point. You don't need to try and explain the logic of this movie's universe to me. I'm already shot. Come on.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You're a hedgehog, and I'm a not. Well, the Buzz Bombers, at least the designs kind of look okay. Again, they're animated weird, but again, the gats and the stingers. Thank you. I like those.
Yeah, the Buzz Bombers are pretty cool.
Now, weren't you telling me that Egoraptor was one of the fucking Gammas in this movie?
Hey, I'm Gamma, I'm not so Gamma. Yeah, if you look in the credits, you'll see Aaron Hansen.
So which one was it? Do I have to look for the one who's making, like, ass jokes, or...
Probably. The one who has a really big hard-on for Mega Man X.
Yeah, I think they're going to take some of the Sonic running animations in this movie and just put them as Sonic running frames that you see on fucking Tumblr all the time. Why don't they just invent a gun that jumps on other robots? Just like a pogo gun. That would have been perfect. Kill Audacity!
I hate that CGI! Oh my god, Motorbugs, lock the fuck out!
Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed Beta version!
If you could unlock a Motorbug and have Sonic ride on it, that would be the best thing ever.
Alternate costume, low budget version. And again, you could have avoided the problems of it looking weird if it was fucking animated and it was cartoony. Then people wouldn't have cared that much, in all honesty.
Yeah, that would have removed a lot of the cynicism surrounding the picture, I think.
This missile. It's just dropped like a fucking Tex Avery cartoon. I love it.
Was there a sound effect missing back there?
I think it was. I don't know. I just felt like maybe I should have heard the jump or some sort of whoosh. Dr. Robotnik, or How I Learned to Love the Internet.
It's like, they want you to take this seriously, and they're playing it up as something, like, really exciting and whatnot, but the thing is, there's been so much Sonic media that's done this much better, and hell, we have an animated feature film, the Sonic OVA, it's fucking great, and in fact, why not just go with a Sonic animated feature? Loads of people have done it.
Again, yeah, you know what I was saying earlier, and he wouldn't have be running into the problems of tone, or how the hedgehog looks in particular. You wouldn't have to be worried about making the robots look fucking realistic. Things like that.
Oh, I really don't care about humans, sorry.
And even then, if you still wanted your internet celebrity cameos, they could have voiced characters like Eagle Raptor did. That would have been fine.
Yeah, because it's like discreet, it's out of the way, and it's not in your face, so you can focus on, wait for it, Sonic the Hedgehog.
I know, it's fucking scary, right? Yeah, it was pretty awful. I saw that too, buddy. The fucking cape. And it's kind of really hard to take Robotnik seriously when he's got his fucking towel at the end.
It wasn't nearly as prominent on the actual game model for Robotnik back in the day.
Exactly. I mean, he was super fat as hell, but come on.
Nah, all joking aside, I do like the guy playing Robotnik. That seems to be a running thing. The villains in LeBron's pictures are actually quite good, quite well cast.
Yeah, because, it's more fun to play the villains. I guess, you can really get into the role and have some actual enjoyment out of it, and it actually shows up during the performance. Oh, there are more. Maybe tails with 2 tails on the end, or fucking bats with boobs. Ugh. I want you to kill Sonic and all of his fucking friends, all 400. Cha-ching!
Oh god, the best scene in the whole film, right here. Look at the ecstasy on his face, the pure satisfaction. It's palpable.
The Chaos Emerald prop that he was holding, that actually looked really good and convincing. That's a good effect, I'm not gonna lie.
This looks like something from The Hobbit.
Or Dragon Ball Evolution's travel montage. Ugh.
Oh, you ready for the best shot of the film? There you go.
What? Why would you animate this and then have the rest be live action? Hilltop Zone is back there, it sucks!
Oh my god, it clashes so horribly. It's all cartoony. It doesn't match anything in the surrounding environment.
If you were gonna fucking do this, why didn't you make it in Source Filmmaker?
Sonic with a, center mouth does not work. It looked creepy in the Brawl trailer, the Brawl unveiling trailer. It looks creepy here.
Sonic Generations just looks like ass. I don't know why you like this game so much.
Yeah, this is the alpha of Generations.
Watch, he's gonna walk up a bit. Sonic 06, walk up the loop.
Oh, that was an experience, Helldragon. What?
Fingers the echidna.
Dun-dun.
You know what I think was really missing from this movie?
What's that?
He doesn't fucking confront Robotnik. What the fuck?
To be honest, I think that's the least of this movie's problems, Helldragon, but we've rambled on for long enough, so let's draw things to a close here. Thanks for watching our movie commentary on the Sonic the Hedgehog fan film by Eddie Lebron, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
See you then.